little update. So the other day I was skateboarding and I twisted my ankle and I heard a crunch, and now I have some torn ligaments and a little fracture in my foot. So I haven't been able to vlog much, and today is going to be insane. I'm on crutches and I'm gonna be at the school for like the whole day, 8 in the morning till 8 p.m. because I have a printmaking class and we're working on our final project, which I haven't been able to vlog much considering what's been going on. And then right after I have the student sale and my mandatory shift, which is at 3:50 to 8 p.m. So today is going to be very interesting. I'll try and document as much as I can, but should be very crazy. So yeah, school all day and then student sale later on crutches. Let's go. Ah! Oh my god. I can't believe this is happening.
I saw you in my dreams, floating in the blue.
Put here.
Yes.
Buy my rocks.
Buy the rocks right now.
I can't even.
Wait, what is it?
It's got like a literal dick.
Nice.
Wow. These are incredible. Wow.
Okay, so I chose to do shirts for my printmaking final, and as you can see, the design is very intricate and it took me a really long time to come up with. And there's like a front and a back, and it was inspired by a hoodie I got from Tofino. So at first I was kind of thinking already like pirate vibes, so some sort of like underwater theme, but then me and my sister were talking and she was like, she just gave me a really cool idea about like sky pirates, and I talk about this later in the vlog, but anyways, so yeah, thank you, Katie. But yeah, designing it was pretty crazy, but the nice thing about screen printing is like once you have the design, you can just put it on your screen as many times as you want. So yeah, that's awesome. But taking the emulsion off and just getting prepared for this project was like really crazy, because I think someone accidentally left the emulsion out on the table for like too long, and it like cooked onto people's plates or screens, and it was like really hard to pressure wash off. So right now you just saw like a little clip, but I was literally standing there for like an hour. So this project, it took a lot out of me mentally and physically. And meanwhile, my foot is still kind of fucked up. So there you go. I don't know. I just feel like this project, you know, it kind of turned out in ways, and then it kind of didn't in other ways. And again, you'll see later on. But putting all that aside, I am really happy with how it turned out. But yeah, it was just a really fun process, and screen printing is really special because, you know, you're obviously making duplicates of an image, so it's not as special as like a painting or whatever, but you're still putting like so much labor into the art that you're producing. So like you're putting all the ink on the screen and flooding it and then pulling it down as hard as you can. So again, it's a very laborious process, and I guess it just goes to show you as well when you're buying art and like t-shirts from people and small businesses that print their stuff by hand, there's actually a lot that goes into it. And yeah, no, it's crazy. So hopefully I can show you guys the behind the scenes process a little bit more so you can appreciate it a bit, because I mean, before I took a printmaking class, I had no idea like all the methods, but also like how hard it is to get right and perfect. So yeah, I don't know, just art in general is crazy, and you're like, oh my god, that's so expensive when you go to buy it, but you're like, oh, wait a second, that person worked really hard on this. So yeah, I guess just going to school makes me appreciate art even more. I know I've been talking about printmaking a lot, and in this year I've documented a lot of my printmaking and not so much my illustration class, and I'll talk about that later. There's going to be like specific times linked into the description box, so you guys can just like jump to whatever you're more interested in. But yeah, anyways, I'll talk about that later. But right now, I have some exciting news to share. I'm going to be hosting a holiday/New Year's discount sale on my Etsy shop. This is happening on December 9th all the way to January 8th. Just for my tarot card t-shirts, unfortunately, but whatever. 20% off on those t-shirts that I created that you guys saw for the student sale and also in my last year's art vlogs. And yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully I can sell some more shirts, and hopefully it's a little bit more accessible for you guys because it's at a discounted price. And I also uploaded my sticker pack, the new one that you guys saw from the student sale, the shark and the octopus. So yeah, they're live on my Etsy shop right now. Go check them out. There's free shipping and everything. Okay, I think it's time for me to stop talking, so let's play some music and watch how the rest of this project unfolds. so my final printmaking project is done. Well, sort of. I thought my critique was today, but it's actually in a couple of days, so I might go back to the studio and, you know, tweak some things and finalize stuff. But anyways, this is the bulk of my project. Again, I chose to do t-shirts and hoodies because I really like making wearable art. It's interactive and it's fun and it's something that I'd love to continue in the future. So I created a design that my sister actually helped me create the concept for, because I wanted to do something like pirate related, but then she was like, no, you should do like sky pirates, and I was like, that's such a cool idea. So that's what I did. I've been watching like a lot of Arcane and that kind of stuff, so I guess it's inspired by that, kind of like steampunk and mysterious fantasy vibe. But yeah, so the ship is a key on the front, and then on the back, the spaceship that you see, the key is fighting a monster, and its eye is like the keyhole, or like the lock or whatever. Yeah, I had a big learning curve for this project because I kind of had to figure out how to print on fabric, which is so much different from screen printing on paper, because you only flood once on paper and it's like totally fine. But on fabric, you have to do so many times. I like went over this like 10 times and I was just like going back and forth, like pushing the ink and stuff. So it was a very like laborious project. And I messed up a lot, as you can tell. When I was pushing down the ink and pulling it through kind of like the screen, I was only putting pressure on the outside and not like the middle. So that happened. The ink isn't dispersed evenly and half the image didn't even show up. So that's really frustrating. As you can see, this isn't as dark as that. So flooding a certain amount of times and just getting everything precise and stuff. And this one is over flooded. You can't really tell, like, if you don't see like all of them together, but like the words are a little bit like squished together because I put too much ink. So yeah, it was like the learning curve for this was insane. Each shirt kind of turned out a little bit different. So I might sell like these 3 are the only ones that actually worked out that are consistent. Like the ink is consistent and they're like pretty even on the shirts, but yeah, these 2 are a little bit unfortunate. I might try to reprint them when I go to school, but yeah, like this worked and then the freaking letters didn't, so erg. But yeah, I just wanted to share my process and like some of the frustration behind this project, some of the things that I learned and stuff. Definitely gonna be continuing screen printing in the future, but yeah. Okay, welcome to the floor of my bedroom. I feel like I did this a couple vlogs ago, but anyways, I got a new sketchbook and I thought it'd be fun to decorate it with stickers because I always collect stickers from like art shows and yeah, just like traveling places because I love putting them on my books and like looking at them all the time. I thought it'd be a fun like little break from doing all my finals and yeah, just starting fresh in a clean, nice sketchbook. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so sketchbook is finally done. I love how it looks. I love using up my stickers. I know some people, they just keep the stickers and they don't have anything to put it on, but sketchbooks are great for that. So yeah, I think it's time to put some art in here. Let's do a drawing together. No matter how burnt out I feel, even after school and like finals and everything, when I get a new sketchbook, I always have to do a new drawing like right away because I'm just so excited about it. But like, oh my god, I definitely felt the burnout this year. If you guys are a university student or an art student, you will understand my pain. It's just like, I don't know, after each semester's over, I honestly feel like a zombie and I just can't even think about art for a little bit. Just because the pressure at school is like insane. Like you make a project and you like literally pour your heart and soul into it, and then it's like boom, on to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. There's like no time to like think about what you're gonna do next. You just have to like do it. And then of course, showing it in front of everyone is pretty exhausting, but I'm not complaining. I'm just sharing my experiences. I can't picture myself being anywhere else, and I'm really, really happy at Emily Carr. This semester was, again, my first semester doing illustration, so I'm finally in my major, not just doing, random foundation work here and there. So going into your major is really interesting because you have a couple, it's different for everything, but for illustration, you have your studio class, so it's like the 6-credit, 6-hour course, and my teacher was like really, really good. I genuinely enjoyed the class like a lot. Since my teacher had been working in the illustration industry for like pretty much his whole life, he had so much like valuable information to share with everyone, and it was just, it was an awesome like atmosphere to be in and to learn in. I also felt like the level of that illustration class, like all of my classmates, it was like really high. Everyone was really, really good at what they were doing, and it was like super cool to see. But then also sometimes I would feel bad about presenting my work in front of people because I felt like some of my projects were like really rushed because I literally had no time at all to do them. Because when you're given a week, it sounds okay, but then when you have like 3 other classes, work, and personal life stuff, that week can turn into like just a couple of days to do a full-on illustration project. And then you gotta show it to everyone, and it was a little bit stressful. So I guess that's why I didn't show it too much in my vlogs. I was just trying to like focus on it. But yeah, you know what? There's always next semester for sure. And I'm very excited to see where my classes take me and the new things that I'll learn. And I'm happy to share them with everyone else. And yeah, I hope my vlogs can inspire people to pick up art again and, follow your dreams. And if you want to study art, then yeah, go for it. I would definitely recommend because it's super fun and it definitely pushes you to limits that you probably wouldn't get pushed if you weren't studying it. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching this vlog. Thank you for supporting my art on Instagram and Etsy and all that kind of stuff. It really does mean a lot to me, and I hope I can continue making these videos and sharing everything with you guys. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you next vlog.